Hello and a very warm welcome. Now I want to talk about Sebastian Vettel. Has he been mistreated by Ferrari? I mean, there's a song going round it literally sums up his Ferrari career. He made them shine in crummy years, and now they call him a number two. We just had the Austrian Grand Prix, and Ferrari are very slow at the minute. There's no getting away from it. Vettel had a horror first weekend. 100% his fault. The second race at Austria, 100% Charles Leclerc's fault. I mean, they're very slow. They need track time. They need as many laps as they can get. They've got new parts on the car, which have been developed early, and Charles Leclerc basically takes them both out the race. Suicidal as we go on to Budapest. But big breaking news. Well, it's not big breaking news, but Sebastian Vettel has requested an interview with Sky F1's Martin Brundle. Now, when would a driver ever request an interview? They just don't. They hate media duties, the drivers. So Vettel has specifically asked for an interview to Martin Brundle, and probably he's asked Martin Brundle because Martin Brundle is the best F1 pundit around these days. Now, why would he ask for an interview? Why would he ask for an interview? He's gonna... I've said it. The first time I said it was Canada. And I did a Pacific video saying Sebastian Vettel will retire. And I stand by he will retire. And I believe this interview with Martin Brundle that's going to take place at Hungary is to announce his retirement from Formula 1. I mean, there can only be a couple of options. It's either number one, to announce his retirement. Number two, to announce a new team, like he's going to a new team. Or number three, he genuinely just wants to talk about Formula 1 and all things racing, which would be a bit odd. But maybe he just wants an interview. But I fully believe he's got something huge to announce. He's either retiring from Formula 1, which I fully believe, or he's going to announce a new team that he's going to. But I feel he has been mistreated by Ferrari. I mean, let's be honest, Sebastian Vettel's goal when he went to Ferrari was to emulate his hero, Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher dominated, won 5 world championships with Ferrari. He wanted to do the same, and it's gone... Well, it hasn't gone well. No one can get away from the fact that it hasn't gone well. He drove phenomenal. Standout years were probably 2017. I thought very good that year, 2018. But recently, he's become... Sebastian Vettel is a 4-time world champion, dominated in the Red Bull eras, took Mark Webber to school. We all know he's a quality driver, but his confidence is gone. His confidence is gone. He's just... Everything that could have gone wrong's gone wrong. He keeps making mistake after mistake after mistake. I mean, you don't even need to look. I mean, you think of all the mistakes. Bahrain, Italy, when he came back on the track. USA, Mexico, when he got heated. He's got a hot head, as Sebastian Vettel. He's passionate about this sport. He wants to be back at the front. For me, Sebastian Vettel should stay on the grid 100%. But I fully believe, and I believed this for a while now, he does not love Formula 1 like he used to. When he came in as a smiling, blonde-haired guy driving for BMW, then winning in a Toro Rosso. He will go down as an all-time great, Sebastian Vettel. There's no getting away from it. But the last few years, he's become a meme of a driver. Spins, 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 mistakes, mistakes, mistakes. And it's just, like I said, his confidence is shot to bits. He's got no confidence. He's got no feel in the car. And then to top it all off, Ferrari have produced an absolute dog of a car this year. So his confidence is already low. And he's got no feel for the car with it being so bad. So the first race of the season, he made an absolute horror show cock-up. 100% his fault. And then Leclerc goes and makes 100% a cock-up. But I feel Sebastian Vettel has been mistreated by Ferrari. Ferrari have not been good in a very long time, let's be real. Their last World Championship, Drivers' Championship, was '07. They won the Constructors in '08, but Hamilton won the title. But not Ferrari are an established F1 team. When you think of your first F1 team, you probably say Ferrari. I've never been a Ferrari fan myself because I don't like all their antics and bullshit. So I've never been a Ferrari fan, but there's no getting away from it. They're the most iconic team in Formula 1 history. But, like I said, they've not been good for years. I mean, Vettel made them shine. Alonso was there, always coming second. Vettel comes in, wants to emulate his hero Michael Schumacher, and he drove very well. Won his first race in Malaysia for Ferrari. Malaysia. Kind of ironic that it was at that track after Multi-21. 2016 had that massive rant on the radio at Max. 2017-18 were very good. 2019 flawed with mistakes. 2020. But comment down below. Would love to know your thoughts. What is Sebastian Vettel going to announce? Why has he requested this interview? For me, he has been mistreated by Ferrari because he made them shine, made them look good. And now Leclerc's come in, Leclerc beats him, and then they've said, they never even offered him a contract. This is a 4-time champion. They blamed it on coronavirus that they couldn't afford him. What a load of bullshit. I mean, but it is a thing with Sebastian Vettel. Dominated in Red Bull. Ricciardo came in, beat him. He left. Leclerc's come in, beat him. He's left. I just don't see him going to Red Bull. That would be fireworks. That would not be good for team environment, team morale. That would be a Hamilton-Rosberg situation. Max and Vettel don't like each other at the best of times. That would just be a disaster if you ask me. But what is this interview for? 100% for me, he's going to announce his retirement. Second option, he announces a new team. Maybe he's going to Aston Martin. Number 3, maybe he just wants to talk about Formula 1, but it is very strange that a driver has requested an interview. Usually it's the media requesting an interview for the driver. I don't think of it. Well, it is very odd that Vettel has specifically asked for an interview. I feel for Sebastian Vettel now. I actually feel for him. I just want him to have a good weekend. A good, solid weekend. I want him to prove the doubters wrong. Because, for me, he's still a quality driver, but his confidence is on the floor. He's been mistreated. He's been booted out of the team. He's not succeeded in his goal, what he went there to do, which is win a world title. I mean, they didn't even offer him a contract. It's what I would call cuntish by Ferrari. Cuntish. I mean, it really is. But are you surprised? This is why I've never been a Ferrari fan. It's typical Ferrari nonsense. They're always on the edge of Ferrari. But I still think Sebastian Vettel has a lot to offer in the sport. He just needs the confidence. Like I say, his confidence is on the floor. He's got nothing at the minute. He literally could... I mean, it's kind of ironic because we had a massive break and his confidence is still on the floor. And let's hope we actually can see Sebastian Vettel back where he belongs at the front. I still believe he's capable of winning races, pole positions, fighting at the front. Maybe not in this car, but... Sebastian. I mean, we all remember the dominant days. The dominant days. And now it's a bit... I feel it's sad, me. I do feel sad. I'm actually desperate for Vettel to have a good weekend. I actually want him to have a good weekend from a Lewis Hamilton fan because it's nonsense now. People need to lay off him. We get he's making mistakes. We get his confidence is on the floor. But now I actually feel for Sebastian Vettel. And people should lay off him. Okay, I know it's only jokes and that. But this is a guy's career. Has gone from the absolute top to pretty much at the bottom. And I feel people should lay off him now and give him the respect he deserves as a 4-time champion. He's struggling, but he will come out the other side. But I don't think it'll be in Formula 1. I think he'll go... I don't think he'll retire from motorsport, but he's going to retire from Formula 1. I just 100% believe it. I don't think he loves Formula 1 like he used to. He's old school, likes the old tracks, likes the old engines, and these bullshit penalties are ruining the sport. He'll definitely continue in motorsport, whether he goes and does... I don't know what he'll do, but there's a lot of other series out there, World Endurance, Indy 500, IndyCar. Who knows what he'll do? But he's still relatively young. I mean, you've got Fernando Alonso coming back at the age of 40. Kimi Räikkönen's still on the grid. So he's definitely got a lot more to offer. It's just whether he can find a team. I mean, there's a possibility of Red Bull, but that would be extremely harsh on Albon. Racing Point, Aston Martin. Don't know. But Sebastian Vettel, still a top driver. I think he's been mistreated. What he's achieved in the sport, he deserves better. And for Ferrari not to offer him a contract is guntish. Absolutely. But let me know your thoughts on Sebastian Vettel. What do you think's going to happen? I fully believe he's requested an interview to announce his retirement to the F1 world. And that's what I believe. So we could be doing a breaking news video. Martin Brundle will interview the 4-time world champion, and the 4-time world champion will say he's loved Formula 1, but he's retiring. I fully believe that. Let's see what happens in the interview. Thanks for watching. Adios. Comment down below your thoughts on Sebastian Vettel. Stop button. Stop.